I'm Gloria Mezikowski. Welcome to Glow's Kitchen. And today we're going to go through some delectable desserts that highlight many, many fruits of the season at the end of the season. I think you'll enjoy trying this. And some chocolates, a variety of chocolates, and also a variety of colors. Here's the finished product, glaze and all, with many, many fruits that I'm sure you're familiar with, from black raspberries to mandarin oranges, pineapple, kiwi, and this is just one type of fruit tart. You can choose to make any type with the fruits that you like best. Now we're going to go to the base of the tart, which is a nice buttery crust consisting of flour, confectioner sugar, and butter. The pizza tray, the dough, what I do is rip it apart. It's on an ungreased tray, and to make it spread more easily, I flour my fingers. And in the interest of time, I'm not going to do the whole tray because I have some mini tarts that I want to show you as well. And I think you'll get the idea of how this all comes together. But just want to show you that when you spread this dough with your fingers, you push up on the edge. Just give it a little bit of a rim, and then you can clean it off, and it makes a nice clean lip to the tart. There are two ways of doing this. You can use just a base like I'm doing now, and in the mini tarts you can actually push it up to the sides. It's something you're more familiar with when you go to a bakery and you see a mini tart, and it's really up on all sides. So I'll demonstrate that with the mini tart in a few minutes. But you see how it's starting to stick a little bit to my fingers. Again, press your fingers into the dough, and that's just a sample of how easy it is, especially when the butter is soft. So you have to make sure that the butter is at room temperature, and then you just keep working it out. So that's phase one. Here's your baked pie dough at 300 degrees for 20-25 minutes. Comes out a light golden brown, and you're ready to do the filling. The ingredients for the fill are cream cheese, heavy cream, and vanilla chips. And what you do is you take the vanilla chips, make sure they're microwaved till they're melted, and then you add the heavy cream and the cream cheese, mix it all together, and you're ready to go. There's two different implements I'm using for this, and I'm going to dump some of the mix right on the crust at different spots. And I use either a sort of a flat spatula or a frosting knife that you usually do when you're working cakes. And it really works up very easily. There's nothing to it. This implement usually works quite well, as you can see. And don't be concerned if there are little bitty chips inside. It really won't affect the tart at all. And like I say, it really is very easy. You don't have to be fussy, and spread it all around, and then you have to chill it for 30 minutes. It hardens before you put your fruit on. There you have it. And if it goes over to the edge, like I say, just take and wipe it right around. Before we do the glazing process, I just want to show you the mini tart. And this is removable bottom. And I put a crust in here, and I did it up over the sides, again, just for a variation. And here's the one that has the filling on it, and see how easily it pops out, and you have a beautiful crust if you take off the bottom. And what I sometimes do is take a knife and try to just slowly ease it out without breaking it. Flip it off and turn it right side up, and there you have a nice mini tart to work with. Just want to show you how the fill process works in a little mini. Just put it in the center, spread it, push it up the sides, and if it does go over the lip, all you have to do is just rub your hand around the edge, and it just falls away like so. Just rub on the top. Just make sure to keep flouring your hands so it doesn't get too sticky. But push in the corners, because when it bakes, you don't want it to puff up too much. You want it to be mostly on the sides. And so here again, push in with your thumb along the sides and rub it like so. And there you have it. Now, I'd like to show you how to decorate a tart, and I'm going to start with a kiwi in the center. In the big tart, I had a pineapple slice, but because tarts are so small, I'm going to start with a kiwi. There's so much to choose from, but I love oranges, and then I'm going to take, and I cut a piece of strawberry really thin. So I'm going to put that on there, and I feel that it's a little bit too thick, so I'll just take it down a little bit. And I've done that with the black raspberry too. I take it and cut it in half, and you'll get just as much from it. Now I'm doing different things with this just to show you all the variety, and when you have a little space, squeeze a blueberry in. Now I've made my format, which means I'm going to take another blackberry and mandarin and a strawberry and continue around. And then I was thinking of squeezing in a little piece of grape at some point, but if it doesn't work, I'll leave it because there's enough green. Pineapple, the yellow, is something to take into account, and I'm going to just squeeze a few pieces of pineapple again in the spaces. Once this is all completed, you'll see that I put a lovely glaze on top, and that will finish it off. But this is pretty easy. It's all in what you want to make it, and I love a lot of variety of colors, so that I'm cutting my pieces rather small so that I can fit in a lot of color. And raspberries are fine too, red raspberries instead of the strawberries. Now we have this, just a few more mandarins, and we're ready to show you the glaze. There you have it. Okay, so the glaze consists of a little bit of lemon juice, pineapple juice, sugar, and cornstarch. You just put it in a little pan for about a minute, let it come to a boil, and then stir it around for another 2 minutes, and you have your topping. And this is what it comes out to be. It's a thick glaze. And I'll show you how it works on one of the mini tarts. And then this is the one that was just filled with fruits. And you can take and you just let it refrigerate for a short time and try to make sure you get into the cracks as well to fill on the cheese filling. And there you have it. Nice presentation. I prefer, now that I've made them, I prefer doing the tart with the sides up higher. Okay, so now I'd like to decorate a plate with a fruit tart, and I'm just preparing a strawberry that I'm fanning out for a part of the plate decorations. Just carefully make little slits, and then when you've finished, just take the top stem and just give a little twist, and you'll see that you can fan out the strawberry, and it really looks nice. And then just spread out the greenery. So now what you do is you take some chocolate sauce and randomly just spread it out on a plate. Put your tart, not necessarily in the middle, you can put it at one end, and then take and add a little bit of whipped cream to the side. Whipped cream is my favorite. Pop in a mint leaf. And also you can take a few of the fruits that are already on the plate and just on the tart and just decorate like so. Add, we'll put the fanned strawberry in as well. I hope it's not overkill, but there. And then take some confectioner sugar and just sprinkle part of the plate on either side. And there you have a lovely mini tart fruit. Could almost be a meal. In this next segment, what's needed is a balloon pump. You can purchase at a party store. You need some little balloons, and you need to experiment with them because some work and some don't. 9 inches sometimes can be a little bit too big, so you have to get the little balloons that are made in China, and hopefully they'll work. You blow up your balloons, and I have one that deflated a little bit, a mini, and then this is usually your best, but I'm going to show you how you take a balloon put it on, and there's a choice. You can do one pump, and that's what we're doing today, or you can do 2. A little bit bigger uses up more of the liquid. I'll try 1. And then you take it off, and this is not so easy, but you have to take and knot it, and that wasn't bad. And there you've got your balloons ready for your chocolate cups. These are some of the samples of the cups that I made to show you, and some are uneven. And when that happens, what you can do is take a scissors. This one is sort of a little bit small, and what I did is I carved out a little indentation, but this is a special scissors just for food. And if you have something with a sharp ridge like that and you'd like to just snip it off, purchase this culinary scissors and you can give it a very smooth finish. So that's a little tip. So don't be upset. 3 different bowls here of chocolate dip, and this was with the double boiler. These were in the microwave, and different things have a different consistency. So that I sometimes use chocolate chips, other times I use candy melds, but here goes. I'm going to try a little one here. What you do is you dip, let it drip off a little bit, place it on a tray with wax paper or parchment paper, and I'm going to show you how you can also take a balloon and dip it one angle, another angle, back, and to the side, and see how it comes out scalloped. You put this in the refrigerator for 5 to 10 minutes, and then you have to re-dip for another 5 to 10 minutes. Now this one has some jagged edges. We're going to leave it because if need be, we can cut around. So now we have 2 balloons here that have been dipped twice, and you need to pinch below the knot, and if you see, it's starting to release around the edges, and you have to help it a little bit. Just push down along the sides, and once it gets to the very bottom, you can just peel it. But right now, I'm pushing it. And then just pull it out. And there you have it. Let's try another one to see if this one, this was also scalloped. Whoops! So it's still alive. And this one's a little more flaky and will probably have to be trimmed around more, but it seems to be releasing itself a lot better. Maybe it had a jolt when it dropped. There you have it. So a few pieces have broken off, but not so bad. Just take your scissors, and with this one, I would forget about the scalloped edge. Give it a clean cut, because once you fill it, you won't know the difference. There you have it. This. So here we have some lovely chocolate bowls, and I'm going to show you how some can be filled with ice cream. And I've got a little chocolate deco and chocolate chips on it. So that's one way. And then for this upcoming season, you can put a few candy corns. In here, I can fill it with candy corn. So that's a nice presentation for any table. And over here, I know everybody loves their share of jelly beans, so that's a nice take. And this can stand up, especially at this time of year where it's getting a little cooler. This can be beautiful at any table setting. And what I'd like to do next is to show you how to make this peanut butter mousse that is a beautiful fill to a chocolate cup. And then right beside it, if you see this green leaf, I want to show you how to add some decos, this one as well. Any little toppings, they really are easy, and I want to show you how easy they really are. The ingredients for the peanut butter mousse that I told you about is milk, creamy peanut butter, vanilla, cream cheese, heavy cream, and peanut butter chips. This is what it looks like, and I have put it in a dispenser so that we can fill some of our chocolate cups. And I picked seasonal colors to make it a little bit more interesting. I'm going to put ice cream in one and experiment with that, but this is the peanut butter mousse, and it usually, when it's initially made, it comes out a lot smoother, but this has been refrigerated. And just fill it in. And leave enough room for whipped cream and other decorations. But this definitely is a tasty addition to any holiday party. There you have your mousse, and then you can also add the peanut butter mousse to your ice cream. And place a little chocolate curl onto the ice cream as well. There you have that. Okay, so I want to show you how to make these simple decos that look most interesting and intricate and fancy. I drew some of these lines, squiggly lines, lay a piece of parchment paper over it, and I really should use a tray. It'll be easier to pick it up in the end. And then I took another tray, covered it with aluminum foil. You can do either, aluminum foil or parchment paper. I made some designs, and the way I did it is I folded a piece of paper like so and just cut my angles to make ovals, diamonds, and triangles. And then I melted some chocolate chips. I have a little tip, and what I do with this is I go back and forth, hopefully within the lines, and I do it 3 ways. So this is one way, and then do it a 3rd way, like so. And keep squeezing, twisting, so you get a good flow. And again, back and forth, and do it 3 different ways. And on the other design that I'm doing, you're going to make, here are the results, and I'd like to show you how they very neatly whichever way you want to position it, go into a decorative parfait glass. You take the leaf and you have a choice. You can either paint it with a brush, and be careful not to go on the other side because it just makes it a little harder to take the real leaf off, to peel it away. But you just paint it on, and it has to be fairly thick. Okay, I just want to show you how easy it is to unpeel these, and look at the texture that you get. I hope you've enjoyed watching as much as I've enjoyed making these things, and I hope you try them. That's the most important thing. So I look forward to being back again, and just keep on making those lovely desserts because I look forward to making them as well for you. Thank you.